and happy Vlogmas day 20. It is actually 12:20. I have been up much longer than that though. I've been doing errands all morning, and I've still got quite a few to do. But I'm home now just quickly to grab some lunch. I've decided to have a tuna sandwich, and I've just weighed out some salt and vinegar kettle chips. I had to run into a couple of shops to pick up some presents, like Christmas present things, and I actually, for the first time ever, saw these, which is the orange Yorkie, and I saw Laura have one of these the other day in her vlog, and I was just like, I'm so desperate to try them. So I saw it and thought, I'm gonna pick you up as a little treat. So yeah, for my lunch I'm gonna have a tuna sandwich with Warburton's wholemeal bread. It's the little size ones, and I'm starving, I'm busy, so I'm gonna crack on with it. But a happy Monday, everybody. So brunch was incredibly delicious. It's actually one of my favourite lunches, to have sandwich and crisps. Would you believe? Did you know that, Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great lunch. And the Yorkie oranges are very yummy. I've done something to my ankle. I really have. But now, as I was a very silly sausage, I've sold quite a few bits on Vinted, which is great, and I delivered a couple of the parcels this morning, but the silly girl that I am, I put the same printing label on 2 different parcels. So that's not good, is it?
But it enables us to take the dog for a walk.
Yes, but Flossie needs to go for a walk. I need to go for a walk. Oh, I've done something to my ankle. I'm not joking, I have. It's been funny for the last few days.
Maybe
I'll
put
walk
your
it
boots
off.
on.
No, I'll be right. I'll put things on. But yeah, that's what I'm doing now. So we are now on our way to Morrison's, as I did a little cheeky... Why is it cheeky?
I wondered what you were going to say.
A cheeky
what? A cheeky wee?
I did an online order for collection. It was the only sort of like thing available. There was no deliveries available.
Daily occurrence, that's not cheeky.
What, online shopping?
Yeah.
I don't know if it is a daily occurrence anymore. I've done a couple of online purchases for Christmassy stuff, and I hadn't online shopped in ages though, actually.
You know, they go on about how, you know, women tend to do all the Christmas shopping and men just buy for the mum or whatever, I don't know, or the girlfriend, and then the woman does the rest of the shopping.
Yeah. Which
I've got to agree is entirely true. I mean, when I lived on my own and I were on my own, I did all my own Christmas shopping, it's fine. However, I've got to say, you enjoy it though, don't you? You really enjoy it. You don't do it because I won't do it, right?
I enjoy getting people presents, yeah. I don't enjoy the stress of like thinking what to do.
Ah, but you've done it all now, haven't you?
Essentially.
But if you said to me, for example, I don't want to do any Christmas shopping, I'd do it all, wouldn't I? You know that.
I do know that, yeah, you are good.
So when they say online that women do it all and guys don't have to think about it, I think there's a little bit of truth in that, but I also think it's not all it's cracked up to be.
By the way, the van situation is that we've just gone out and purchased a brand new Audi R8 and we're in it.
What's that? It's not April Fool's, you know.
I know, I just wondered if anybody would believe me.
We're in my dad's old Volvo, actually. I've accosted my dad's motor.
We've basically borrowed Jim's dad's car to get a couple of errands and stuff done.
Till January the 10th.
Well, it's not necessarily till January the 10th, it's just to get a bit of errands and stuff done. So, yeah.
So I hope I do sell something, but I hope I don't sell something either. Just can't deliver it.
Well, you could always do the delivery in the new year. But to be honest, I think people
to top up Volvo.
Oh, that would be hilarious, like National Lampoons. So I've never actually done a online shop where you go and pick it up, so I'm in completely new territory. I've got no idea what the situation's going to be.
It's not the African bush.
I know. But
we're in completely new territory today, and we've got to be careful for those crazy Christmas shoppers.
Well, in the sense I mean that I don't know whether they give us it in bags, whether we need to provide our own bags, where we go. But you know, it's not an issue. It will all reveal itself.
And you know what? So we went out for a walk with the dog. Yeah, I'm just deciding what to tell you about this. Yeah, so we're on a walk with the dog, and we meet an elderly lady coming the other way, and we just start having a bit of a chit chat about the dog. And she starts telling us she's on her own over Christmas and she's got no one and stuff like that, and it really breaks my heart, stuff like that.
Me too.
We've already had to change our plans like twice completely, and we're not having a family. Well, we're not having the Christmas we thought we were having this year. It's all changed, which I suspect that most people's will do. We don't even know what's happening with this stupid lockdown thing, or
Stupid lockdown.
well, it is stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. It makes me feel like saying, "Oh, come round to ours then." But I mean, we didn't know who she was or anything, you know. Anyways, so I says to Maria, next year, I'd like to starting from January this year, I'd like to create some kind of charity save up thing. Maybe try and find a venue, and I think next Christmas I really want to do like
I'd love to do that, like a
Christmas meal for like lonely people,
yeah,
or
lonely
homeless
people
or something.
or
Just like
elderly.
because do you know what? That'd be really good. I'd actually feel like.
Can I just interrupt you?
Yeah.
I don't know where we need to park. Click and collect
I
over
see.
there. Look, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just need to park in one of these. Click
Different, is it?
Yeah. Park in one of these click and collect bays, darling.
I see. Yeah, so I think.
Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
not
a really
doing
good
it.
idea.
I'm not doing it to feel good about me. I'm doing it because.
Look at the antlers on that car.
Where?
There.
Oh yeah. Squirrel.
There we go. Baby. We can go in, baby. I mean, I don't know what to do, so we'll park here and then we'll figure it out, I suppose.
Have a good Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. What did you rate to your first Morrison's click and collect experience?
I didn't rate it. I do actually like going around supermarkets and picking up stuff.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Well, you'll have to do.
It's usually what makes it a bit of a problem with me is who I'm with, and I don't mean that. I don't mean you.
Okay. Well, you can have a little.
Because I saw the sharp movement then, but I don't mean you particularly. when I go shopping, I like to go shopping on my own, and I'm in and I'm out. I'm like an SAS shopper, me.
Well, I'll tell you what then. I'll do your list for the week after Christmas, and you go do it.
Give me a list at Asda.
For Asda, yeah.
Like Asda.
I want some antlers on the car. Everyone has some. No, don't. Can you imagine the van with some antlers on? That would have been amazing.
Get some for next year.
I want it. Go for me. So, going home now.
I'll knit you some.
You can't knit.
I'm just thinking of.
Oh, that, yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, it went alright for me, I think. Wow, there's kind of cut in the corner, and then there's driving on the complete opposite side of the road.
Yep.
Unnecessarily so, because there's not even anything there to pass.
Not me, by the way, the large truck coming
towards us. To be honest, I'm glad I did that, because I've got all the staples for the Christmas dinner that, and then when we get back I can go through and go mashed potatoes, roast potatoes, veg, and just check and just have a preliminary like look and make sure that everything's there, you know, rather than sort of like going into a shop with that all like thinking I've got to get everything to make. And do you know what, it's ridiculous that you put so much pressure on making essentially a Sunday dinner. It's like, you know, I feel like there's so much pressure on it, and I think if I'd have gone into the supermarket, and I know I could have just sent you, but if I'd have gone into the supermarket and thought, right, I have to get everything for a dinner, even if I had it written down, I think I would have gone like complete mind blank, just because of how everything's been recently. I think I would have just gone, what's a potato? You know? Does that ever happen to you? There's been times where I've been so busy or preoccupied, and I've gone into a supermarket and I've gone, why am I here? What is it I need? And in your head you've like, oh, I've come in for some bin bags, and you walk out with like
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Costume.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I didn't want that to happen, because I didn't want to unnecessarily buy stuff or just freak out.
It always reminds. Sounded drunk then. I sounded like Bilbo Baggins then when he's drunk at his birthday party. On my 11th birthday.
I feel like we should have a Lord of the Rings marathon over Christmas.
I don't know.
You're not asked.
Do you know, I love those films.
And you read the books when you were young.
Oh yeah, it's one of the first sort of big trilogy type things I've read.
I think that's a really impressive thing to have read when you were so young.
Well, I say first thing I read, obviously they were Janet and John or whatever it was. But like when, yeah, I think there's a time in your life where you go, oh, I'll have a read of that. Oh, I couldn't put them down. I loved them. I've
never got that, actually. There's been a couple of books that I really loved reading that I couldn't put down, but I like more textbook style stuff, like informative stuff.
I saw something the other week and it's very true, and it said reading basically is just staring at some marks on a page and hallucinating.
Yeah, I loved that. You told
true.
Me when you read it, and I thought that was a really fantastic thing. Does anybody who's watching like reading? If you do, let us know in the comments what kind of things that you like to read and genres.
I'll start you off.
Jim will start us off. Go on then, babe.
So over the course of about probably 8 to 10 years, yeah, I've been reading a number of novels, and they're all part of the same story, okay? And it's a bit geeky. It goes back to my younger days when I used to do a bit of Warhammer 40,000 and Warhammer fantasy roleplay type stuff, and they're called the Horus Heresy. Yeah, now I used to collect them in hardback, and I got up to book 41, and I left them for a few years. In fact, we sold them, didn't we, when we moved, because we needed the brass.
Yeah.
So I sold all these books.
They were a beautiful set of books though.
Yeah. Anyway, Maria bought me a Kindle, didn't you?
I did.
A year ago.
Well, Jim, actually, the story goes something like this. Jim bought me a Kindle, having said I could never use a Kindle, blah blah blah. And then he borrowed my Kindle, and when I say borrowed it, he probably used it for about a month or two. And then I thought, so he does like using Kindle. So then I bought him his own Kindle. Yeah, sorry for interrupting.
It's alright. So then anyway, I discovered that you can get all these books on Kindle. So I started where I left off, and I'm now on book, I think it's 48.
You're a very fast reader as well. You're very good at reading. I don't know if that is that a skill? Like, you're really good at reading? I'd say it was.
I think it is.
Yeah, definitely.
It depends if you understand it or not, doesn't it?
Like, the books that you read as well are very, very wordy. Like, it's the story. Like, sometimes I'll say to Jim, read me what you're reading, just because I'm just nosy and intrigued in what's going on. And it'll be like just this different language, and there's like 700 different characters and different time zones. And I'm like, how the f do you keep up? Like, how do you keep up? It's really intelligent.
If you're interested in something, then
yeah,
you're always going to learn about it, aren't you?
Yeah. So yeah, if you like reading, I'm just waving to the neighbour. This is quite embarrassing because I'm filming. Let us know what genre of books that you like reading.
Let me get him his parcel. Go on,
or if you just like reading in general. So it is now 3:30. This day is going nowhere. It's literally flying by. I'm surrounded by stuff all over the kitchen because I just got back and I'm kind of like putting things away and trying to sort of like organise as I go along. But I'm kind of, I don't know where my head's at. But there's been a Christmas miracle. A Christmas miracle has happened. So we are now doing our original Christmas plans. And my mum's coming. My mum's joining in with mine and Jim's original Christmas plans now. So I don't have to make Christmas dinner. I can relax and enjoy the wonderful person who's making, it's Jim's brother-in-law. He's a fantastic cook. So yeah, and Jim doesn't have to miss out on seeing his family. So it's all good, guys. It's all good. I do, however, now have ingredients to make a Christmas dinner. What? Pigs in blankets on the floor. Don't tell Jim, they aren't mine. So yeah, so I'm super happy about that because I've actually just dropped a full punnet of olives on the floor. I'll be back in a moment. Well, that's certainly going to teach me to vlog and try and put things in the fridge at the same time, isn't it? Never mind. What was I saying? What was I saying? I don't know. Basically, everything, well, one major problem is now sorted. So I'm feeling a lot better about that. I've got a bit of a Christmas plan. I know exactly what's going on, really. So that's fine. I did just have one of them olives and I feel like it's got chilli in it. I didn't order chilli olives. There's something very spicy on them. I'm just rambling away. I think I've kind of got used to now just picking up my camera and just chatting away while I'm sort of doing stuff, because I think it's impossible, well it is for me anyway, to do vlogmas without it just including mundane stuff like this and just talking about what's going on in your head, which is quite funny because sometimes my head just blanks and I'll say the most random things, or I'll just have verbal diarrhea and just go on and on and on. and not really know what I'm talking about. I don't really tend to, when I'm editing, I don't really tend to listen to the full clip. And I feel like sometimes, especially if I've not had time to edit and really sort of like just have a quick flick through and just check that I haven't gone completely off track somewhere, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get 100 notifications in a minute saying that I've, I don't know, said something really inappropriate or just something really random's come out. But anyway, who has got a load of masks that they pop on next to their door? I do this in order not to forget to take a mask with me, because I ain't got the best memory. There we go. So really, also this is hilarious, guys. Look at how many Burford Browns of eggs I've got. Is this a good idea? Don't drop them, don't drop them, don't drop them. Is that an obsession? Is that an obsession? I don't think so. At least it's a healthy one. I love these eggs. Absolutely amazing. I just can't have any other eggs now because they just taste so good. And now I feel like other eggs don't taste of egg because the Burford Brown ones are delicious. So that's what that's about. Also, Jim ordered me some socks as part of like a stocking filler a few months ago. Do you know when you see sort of like Facebook ads or social media ads and you think, oh, they look amazing? So he ordered me these socks and I think they're like cute because they're so shit, but they were supposed to be a chameleon and they've come as a dragon. Let me just turn the camera around so I can show you properly. But they're supposed to sort of like give the illusion that they're eating your foot. And they've got like these little wings that are like really badly stitched on. Like he showed me what they should have been like. They were basically on the advert, they were like hand knitted chameleon socks, and this is what turned up. But I actually quite love them. I mean, I think he paid quite a bit of money for them as well, which is, I think it's happened to quite a few people, you know, where they basically false advertise what the product is and they send you something completely different. But I love them anyway, so he kind of gave me them now. I would have still loved them if he'd have wrapped them up and given me them for Christmas. So yeah, right, I'm gonna go upstairs and take a look at these hampers that I'm making for people. So I'm pretty certain I can film this because the people that I'm making these hampers for don't actually watch my YouTube channel, so I'm pretty sure I can get away with showing you. And they're not going to see ahead of time. But I just thought I'd share with you a really great last minute or just general Christmas present idea. So I'll use this empty one as to show you. So you can pick up these in a lot of sort of like shops like Home Bargains and B&M. You can also get them on Amazon Prime. I've got a couple that are going to be delivered to some point today or tomorrow as well. I believe that these sure they're, oh yeah, £5 these ones from B&M. So this is what it is. It's basically, you get, take it out of the wrapping, it's basically a basket, and then you get all like the cellophane and stuffing in here to make to make a little individual hamper with. And then obviously you can choose what to put in it based on the person it's for. So I'm making one for my niece who's doing art at university. So I thought I would stuff hers full of like little art gifts. So I got some Sharpies, I got some little watercolour paints, I got some like really nice Bic pens. This is for her and her boyfriend who also does art, so I got them both a little sketchbook. I got them both a little sort of like canvas, and then there's some paintbrushes. So these really sort of inexpensive. You can spend as much and as little as you want, but I just think for £5 to have everything ready to go is really, really good. And then I'm making one for Jim's mum and dad, so I'll just quickly show you what's in that. This one's like a different shape. I think this one I got in Home Bargains, and it says Merry Christmas. Obviously take this off and you can write on it, but this has got like some of their favourite things in. So we've got some coffee in here, there's some licorice all sorts, some matchmakers, some sweeties, some Tunnocks tea cakes, there's some sweeties, just basically a little hamper of a few of their favourite treats to just enjoy over the Christmas period. But say for instance you have some people in your life who are like really into health and fitness, you can fill it with maybe like protein powder. You could put in some nuts and seeds, or maybe some recovery gels, and just make a little sort of like health hamper. Maybe put in some fruit, or make a fruit basket, or just bits and bobs like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be full of chocolate and sweets, or like cakes and things. But yes, I'm gonna finish these off because I've got a couple to do, and then I'm gonna wrap them because these are currently sat in my office, and I know like if I'm getting particularly stressed out and I just look over and think, oh, I'll just sneak a little blue ribbon out of there. I wish I was joking. So I'm going to wrap them up so that I can't interfere. And also once they're done, and it's one major thing ticked off of my Christmas to-do list. So I thought I'd bring you along with me for the ride. now finished the hampers, the like gift basket things, and my battery was running out as I sort of got to the end of making them, well, making the first one. So I kind of did a bit of a time lapse of wrapping them together, but I just thought I'd show you the finished result. This one is an open one, it's not cellophaned, but yeah, don't think I did a bad job. Not perfect, but I suppose thoughtful and with a little bit of character. I've also been wrapping presents for the last couple of hours. It is actually quite late now, I think it's like 20 to 7. But I just thought I would get ahead with things like that so that over the next couple of days it's not so stressy. Now that Christmas is sort of like somewhat planned and got somewhat of a plan for it, I just felt like if I got the majority of like wrapping gifts out of the way and the hampers made up and things like that, I can do my work. I'm finishing work on the 23rd, so I felt like over the next couple of days I can just get my work done and not stress, and then any last little bits that need to be done can be done then. Also, I am just not in the headspace for tracking. I don't know what it is, I don't know where it's come from, but I think it might have something to do with just the sort of like hustle and bustle of Christmas and maybe the stress of what's been going on, but I'm just not in the headspace to be tracking my calories. So I think what I'm gonna do is between now and sort of like the new year is track when I really feel like tracking, but on days like today where I don't, then I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself. I've also decided I'm not going to weigh in now until the new year. If you didn't watch my weigh-in video, I mentioned that that was a possibility that I might decide to just leave it until after Christmas now, and I've decided to go ahead and do that just because I'm really busy on Christmas Eve, and I'm not gonna get time to film and edit a video anyway, and I don't think I really want to weigh in on Christmas Eve, if I'm totally honest with you. So the next weigh-in video is going to be January. January is going to be my first weigh-in, and I'll also sort of like go over my plans for the new year. I'm obviously not stopping my weight loss journey. I've got some new plans to get me to goal, and I think this year is going to be the year that I get there, so I'm very excited about that. But I just thought I would show you the finished baskets. I'm going to finish off doing a little bit of wrapping. I've got some jacket potatoes in the oven because I really was craving jacket potatoes, so gonna have them. Don't know what I want on it yet, and yeah, just chill and have a bit of a wind down and a relaxing evening. So jacket potatoes have been consumed, absolutely delicious. I've got a little bit of an obsession with jacket potatoes at the moment, I think. But yeah, they were super yummy. Today is another day that I've decided not to track. So I've got no sort of like my Fitness Pal diary to show you, but you've seen everything that I've eaten. Yeah, and now I am going to edit today's video, so I thought I would end today here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up because it really makes me smile. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe for some happy vibes. And until next time's video, I really hope you stay happy, healthy, and well. Bye guys.